All right. So thank you so much for it, for your attendance, everybody. Thank you so much. My name is Gabriel Calderon, and I am the founder of Enjoy English Clubs. And today we have this very special session, this very special event called Enjoy Talks, and this is a volume 4. I'm really, really happy, and because the original idea of this of these presentations of this event is that people can have a space where they can share their passion, where they can share things that they like, that they enjoy, without getting stressed or worry about giving a presentation about something that they don't want to. So that's the main idea. That's the main purpose about this for this presentation for this event. I'm sorry, is to so people can have a space where they can share things that they like, that they enjoy. We have great speakers in this time, in this volume. Like every volume, we have a very interesting topics to know about. So this is a great opportunity to practice, to improve your listening. While you're listening to the speakers, I invite you to take notes about the things they are saying. And well, thank you so much again for your attendance. Let's get started with this session. The golden rules that we should remember. Please, your maintain your microphones deactivated only when you are going to speak. I invite you to have your microphone on, so we can have a good experience here. Also, I invite you, if you have a question or if you have a comment or something, you can make the participations. You can participate in the chat, and if it's possible, I invite you to have your cameras on, your cameras activated. Why? Because, well, even though that this is an online event, this is an online activity, when you have your cameras on, it feels so different when you have your cameras, activated. That makes us feel closer, a little bit more interactive. So thank you so much again for be here. And if it's possible, I invite you to have your cameras activated. All right. So first of all, I would like to start with telling you a couple of things. For example, did you know that in this moment, the 70% of people, the 70% of people that are speaking English are people that their native language is not English. What does that mean? What is a native language? Native language, or your mother tongue, is the language that you use in your country. For example, our mother tongue is Spanish. And did you know that in this moment, the conversation, if you could hear the conversations that are worldwide, you will surprise, because the conversations in English that are in this moment are people that are not Americans, that are not British or Canadians. So the majority, the 70% of people are non-native speakers like you and me. I know that I look like an American. Not just kidding. I am proudly Yucatecan, proudly Mexican, and well, so this is a very interesting fact that in this moment, the conversations in English that are in this moment are not only for American, not only for people that their native language is English. So you can listen Chinese people speaking English, or you can listen to Brazilian people speaking English, Argentinian, Mexican people, etc., etc. So um, because this fact is very important, that people can know what is the level of English that is of every country. So every year it is made a test, it is made an evaluation to check how well is the English for each country. And in this last year, they were evaluated 112 countries. Of these 112 countries, I have a question for you. In what place do you think Mexico is? So 100 countries evaluated. In what place, in what position do you think Mexico is? Let me tell you. Let me show you a table. And if you have eagle eye, maybe you can try to look where is Mexico.
92.
It's the 82. Wow, you're really eagle eyes. The 92. Here is Mexico. It's in the position 92 of these 112 countries evaluated. Mexico is divided. You see the graphic is divided in a higher level, a really higher level, a higher level, an intermediate, a low, and very low level. And we are in the very low section. And of other countries that they speak Spanish, this is Argentina. Argentina is here, you see, in the higher ones. So maybe you're thinking, what are people like Argentina or France or Greek? What are these people of this country are doing to have a good English level? What are they doing or what we are not doing for that? Yes, when I realized this, like 92, I say, oh my God, no. But what are they doing? Let me tell you three things that these countries are doing so they have a good level of English. The first one is that they are having English classes since basic levels like kindergarten, elementary school, but not only in private schools. Because I was saying this to my wife, and she said, "Well, in elementary school, in kindergarten, we have English, but do we, or only in private schools?" I think only in private schools. So I didn't have the opportunity to have to go to a kindergarten or elementary school where I have English. What's another thing that these countries are doing? The second one is that people of these countries, they have the opportunity to have more travels worldwide, like abroad, so they can travel to other countries. And this is not necessary because they have like a better economy. Well, in part, of course, but it's not only that case. The principal reason is that they have this vision that if they want to improve something like their business and their studies, they know that they have to go abroad, and this is something that these countries have. And the third thing, and this is the most important one, and pay attention to this, please. The third thing that these countries are doing is that the English classes that they have since elementary school, are not a grammar translation method that they have. It's not a grammar translation because we say, yes, we have in elementary school, we have English classes, but the classes are grammar translation. So azul, blue, red, rojo, stand up, levántese. So we have this grammar translation method. And what's the method that they have? They have a communicative methodology, a communicative learning. So that's why I want to introduce you today about Enjoy English clubs. The main reason or the main objective about the Enjoy English clubs is try to achieve this third one that I told you about the communicative approach, this communicative methodology about learning a language. We have different clubs, movies and series club. We have pronunciation, we have reading club, enjoy business, verb tenses, advanced skills, enjoy TOEFL, enjoy kids. We have 11 clubs in this moment where people connect, and people from different countries, from different states, not to study English, not to learn English, but to practice and use it. The purpose of this program is to enjoy English. It's not only to learn, it's not only because now, let's be realistic, you can learn and study English for free. Actually, I made a video in my YouTube channel, Enjoy English Clubs. I made a video with 18 pages that you can use to study and learn English for free. for free. So you can learn English in TikToks, Instagram. There are different ways you can learn English. But what's the problem? That a lot of theory is worthless without the practice, right? So if you're not using what you're learning, you forget, and that's totally normal. We don't remember things that we're not going to use, right? So so that's why is one of the main things that we do. And I want to share a video with Danny. This is Danny Lagunas explaining and talking about her experience in Enjoy English class. Let me play the video.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Mi nombre es Daniela y quiero compartir contigo mi experiencia en el Enjoy English Club. ¿Por qué me gusta Enjoy? Hola, ¿qué tal? Mi nombre es Daniela y quiero compartir contigo mi Hola, ¿qué tal? Mi nombre es Daniela y quiero compartir contigo mi experiencia en el Enjoy English Club. ¿Por qué me gusta Enjoy? ¿O qué es lo que me gusta de Enjoy? Es que me siento como muy en libertad, me siento como muy cómoda, porque las sesiones que paciencia, mucha tolerancia y mucha comprensión. Eso es muy importante porque, bueno, yo principalmente mi experiencia ha sido esa, de miedo y inseguridad. Y poco a poco la he eliminado y eso ha sido gracias al teacher Gabriel, que no es un profesor convencional tampoco, sino él es una guía y sobre todo un motivador. Una de las herramientas importantes que nos ha compartido el teacher Gabriel, que también a mí me ha fascinado, es que no me había dado cuenta que teníamos herramientas del día a día para poder aprender el idioma. Es decir, si a ti te gustan las series, si a ti te gustan las películas, si a ti te gusta leer un libro, pues entonces podemos aprovechar esas herramientas para estudiarlo, para practicarlo, ¿sí? Para escucharlo a cada que podamos escucharlo. Y entonces pues tu mente obviamente va a recolectar y recolectar y recolectar palabras, frases. Y lo importante es que es un club 100% conversacional, entonces eso te ayuda. Es como las matemáticas, si las matemáticas no las practicas, pues evidentemente no las vas a aprender. El idioma inglés es de la misma forma. Y bueno, claro que 100% lo recomiendo. Si eres de las personas como yo que ha estado buscando muchas oportunidades de aprender el idioma, esta es una excelente oportunidad. Ojalá que te des esa oportunidad tú también. Y pues bueno, solamente decirles que es completamente diferente a lo que te he acostumbrado a ver o a experimentar. Y pues bueno, simplemente quiero compartir con ustedes este videito y ojalá que todos tengan esa motivación que en algún momento yo no tuve para poder.
Okay, so this is one of more than, now we have more than 100 enjoyers. Enjoyers is the way that I call the, we have more than 100 people that have joined the program. We have a lot of people here, and well, that's our main reason why we are doing this. We are here to help people to not only see English like a subject to study or to analyze, but a tool that they can use to transmit the things that they like, the things that they enjoy. And well, one of the activities that we do for that is that we have the enjoy talks, and that's what we're gonna have today. We're gonna listen to these people that they have prepared these very interesting topics, and just I want you to listen to them, like how they they can transmit their ideas, how they can share their passions. Okay, and well,
Teacher,
we're gonna start with our first speaker. First speaker is ready.
teacher,
This is Bianca, our biologist, who's gonna share this
yes.
presentation about zero waste. Yes, yes. You say teacher, teacher. What? Teacher,
Pero
teacher.
teacher,
Rah,
is
rah.
going have a question.
Yes, Sophie. Yes, Frida. Sorry.
No, Edith have a question.
Ah,
Um,
do you have a question, Edith?
no, I think not. Can I start?
No, sorry.
No, I think that she. Yes. No, no, no. Maybe accidentally she pressed the button. All right.
Okay. Can I start?
So let's give the chance. Let's give the time to Bianca sharing about zero waste. All right, Bianca, the time is for you to shine. Please tell us what's this topic about.
Um, Hi everyone. My name is Bianca Gallardo, and it's a pleasure for me to tell you about my new life zero waste. First of all, I want to put us in context, and I'm gonna start with some fast definition. For example, next please. Carbon footprint. Carbon footprint is the total of greenhouse gases that the business, economic activities, and human daily activities produce. It can be measured since big business until individual effect. Individual effect? Yes. Our individual effect is when we travel in airplane, when we drive into the work, when we watch a movie, etc. Um, all our daily activities cause effects and produce greenhouse gases. Even when you go to the supermarket and buy a little chocolate. But why happened that? Because we are contributing to get of raw material to the process, to the production, to the distribution, until we can use that product and transform them in waste. Next, please. According to the ONU, we must do something now because we must to put a limit to the climate change before we jump to the 2-degree centigrade. Next, please. But Bianca, how can I reduce my carbon footprint? Well, here there are a list where you can see all that you can do. But in this case, I'm focused in the last option, that is reduce your waste. Next, please. What is a zero waste? Is the need of the planet to change our lifestyle and our habits to live a sustainable way. And how, next please, how can I start with my life zero waste? Well, I'm gonna give you some tips that you can start in my experience. Next please. Tips number 1, use menstrual cup. This is a good way to start in this style life for a girl because you support the planet and at the same time you save money. Next, please. Tip number 2, make makeup remove towel. Have you think about how many cotton do you use per day or per week to remove your makeup? Well, this is the solution for you. Just you need put water and it's ready to use. Um, Next, please. Tip number 3, use product solid. This is my favorite tip because instead of use plastic and chemic in your hair and your body, use this product plastic free and made with natural product. Next, please. Tip number 4, buy in bulk. Just I'm gonna give you 3 good reasons to start to buy in bulk because it's cheap, because you saved your money, and because your kitchen looks super nice when you have your products in glass. Tip number 5, um, always you carry your thermos, topper, and bag. And always remember, tasnit without waste is the best way. Next, please. My last tips is recycle. There are some products with wrap that you can consider necessary for your life. For example, the Coca-Cola or vegetable con. And in that case, look for a recycle. This way you support to get a good use to the plastic, and the best of all, you get money for that action. The recycler pay you for the kilo of can of the kilo of plastic. And next, please. And how can I achieve it? Okay, don't forget, don't give up on you. To get this kind of life, you need to be patient. You get the habits little by little, enjoy the process, and this is trial and hero. And don't forget the 5R: refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, and reintegrate. And next, please. And the most important in this style of life is use and finish what you have. And the key to achieve it is refuse. Say no thanks to all the products with greater. And thank you. Mm.
Oh, wow, wow, those are really, really, really useful information. I like the part. I really like the part when with the 3 R's. I wrote them down. Thank you so much, Bianca. And this information is really useful, really important, because it's something that we have to take into consideration. Thank you so much again. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Okay, now for our next speaker, like Bianca said, uh, living in or trying to have this way of life is something that you have to do every day, like a routine, like a habit, right? And there are different habits or routines that are healthy and that are important, right? And today, now the next speaker is going to tell us about one of those habits that is really important that we should take into consideration. This habit that maybe for some people is strange, maybe it's new, but this is about meditation. Okay, so um, okay, do you see the other presentation? Yes.
No, teacher.
All right. No?
Yet.
Do you see the other one? No? Okay, let me stop and start.
No.
All right. 1 second. It's starting. Okay, do you see now?
Yes, teacher.
Can you see now?
Yes. Yes.
All right, so let's talk about,
Yes.
well, Angie, Angelica Diaz is going to tell us about this really important habit, and this is about meditation. The time is for you, Angie.
Thank you, teacher. Hi, everybody. My name is Angelica. I'll share my streaming about my favorite practice is meditation. But what is the meditation? The meditation is only a technique, but is more that because have a lot of benefit. For example, Here I put this picture. The next one, please, teacher. Okay, here I put a picture, only a reason for the meditating, but there have a lot of benefits. For example, the fears is, please, teacher. Okay, the first is, for example, improve brain concentration. When you breathe, you focus your attention and you can hear a lot the noise, the smile, for example. Other reason is, the next please, is improve breathing efficiently. The first characteristic in this practice is the slow breath. And this characteristic is benefit for your life. The third point is increases pain threshold. Is similar, resist the pain. The fourth point is relax the mind. For me, this point is the most important because sometimes I have a lot of activities and the night I don't can I cannot sleep well, and when I begin to meditate, my mind begin to relax. Other point is reduce emotional explosion. Currently, I consider that the people sometimes is crazy, is irritable. But when you practice this technique, you have and you took the conscience about the other person, and you understand the feeling of the other person. Other point is the next, please. Induce physical relaxation. This is the main characteristic, because when you practice this technique, the body in general get to relax. The next, please. You may get relaxed because you read about the blood is less. So when your blood is less, you don't have anxiety, for example. This is a characteristic. And the last is the last point is the next, please, teacher. Okay, the next is help you connect with other. I consider that this technique help to speak with other, because sometimes the people is irritable, but when you understand the other person and you are relaxed, it's very more easy speak with the other person, no? Or even you can quiet the other person when you understand this situation. Okay, I choose this topic fears because for me is the practice more important, for our body, for our mind, but for the life, because I say some benefit, but there are a lot of, and I invite you that you practice this technique only 5 or 10 minutes. The meditation is the medicine for the soul. The next, please, teacher. And I would like replay this video, please.
Close your eyes, and we'll take a few moments to calm your mind and body. Soften your face, your neck, and shoulders. Do your best to fully let go. And turn your attention to the breath, the calming breath, the long, slow breath. Breathing in, I am calm. Breathing out, I'm at peace.
Okay, thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Angie. Wow, wow, wow. You see, only 1 minute, how healthy. So raise your hand. There's a button here in Meet that you can raise your hand. So raise your hand if you feel something different now. Raise your hand if you feel something different after listening to this guided meditation. Yes, yes, me too. Me too, me too, me too. And it's only 1 minute. So we have 1 minute, and this can be really, really, really healthy for the rest of your day. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Angie, for sharing this very important habit that we should have. And continue talking about good habits and good practices. Now we have the pleasure to listen to our next speaker. Habit or
Teacher, your microphone is off.
Teacher, your microphone is off.
Yeah, he's out now. He will get in again.
Could I make a question, Angie? Meanwhile, teacher is trying to connect. How
Yes.
many times do you practice meditation during a week?
I recommend that you practice 10 minutes. For example, in my case, I practice at night because at night I was tired and sometimes I couldn't sleep. I use this technique for get the sleep. Is sufficient when with 10 minutes every day.
Thank you. Yes, I asked this question because sometimes I was trying to practice meditation, but I want to know some methodology to begin in an easy way, because for me it's a little bit difficult to know how to make a good meditation. But I was really comfortable listening to this 1 minute video, and I think it's a really good option to begin and to learn how to meditate.
Yes, it's first it's difficult, but when you try every day, a few or later, it's more easy. I know the main is very crazy sometimes, and it's a difficult focus or have self auto control. Okay.
Thank you so much, Angie.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Angie.
much. And thank you for your question, Jose. Yes, yes. Remember that if there's something that you want to ask or questions that you can make, you are free to do it. So, all right, now the time is for you, Paco. Tell us about what is this? What is the danza de matlachines? The time is for you.
Okay, good afternoon to everyone. Thanks for being here. So I'm going to start with a question for you. What do you think when someone asks you about culture and tradition from your city or town? My name is Francisco Javier Luna. I'm 31 years old, and today I'm going to share with you about my hobby. My hobby is danza de matlachines de Aguascalientes. So, uh, mm, currently, I am in a traditional group. This group is of my father. Really, he is not my father, but really is he like my father, because I born in with this family. So uh, this group is founded in 1980 by the major captain. He is Juan Arenas Garcia. He's 82 years and he's a dancer too. So currently he played the drum too. So, but here is a traditional dancer because she started to dance since he was a child, and it's important because mm, that you can be a traditional dancer. You need to be from a family, the dancer. So the father of my father was a dancer too. For that reason, he is a traditional dancer. Uh, and next teacher, please. This kind of dance, it's very tight, and this dance has to a high level of difficulty. If you don't have a condition for dance, you are very bad in when you are dancing. You looks very tired. So like you can see, this kind of dance is very colorful, and this dance has a music too with a violin, and this dance has a very happy songs. There is not like a song, it's a song, un song. Next teacher. Currently, I am the violinist of this group, but I was a dancer since I was 6 or 7 years old. But our groups don't have a violinist. Since I was 15 years, I took a decision to learn to play the violin for my group. For that reason, currently I am the violinist, and I stopped to dance. Like you can see in this photo, you can see the dance have a colorful, and all of these items are made by my father, and he is very important for this group because he is the only that can make all of items. Next, teacher. Danza de Matlachines is very important here in Aguascalientes because all people consider Danza de Matlachines like a part of the religious holidays. The most religious holidays important here in Aguascalientes are on August 15, Día de Nuestra Señora de la Asunción de las Aguas Calientes, on December 12, Día de la Virgen de Guadalupe. So people love this dance in your religious holidays because Danza de Matlachines can transmit you a good energy. Can transmit you power and feelings like happiness and other things than this dance makes a very happy religious holiday. Next, teacher, please. Yes. Culturally, Danza de Matlachines is very important because Aguascalientes, Danza de Matlachines is the only folklore that Aguascalientes has. So in this photo, I'm showing you the last year our group was invited by the Escuela Nacional de Danza for share our traditional dance, and we have a good participation because people of other cultures, when they know of dance, they love it. Simply, they love it. Next, teacher. Okay, like you wanna see in the left side, he is my father. It's a very oldest photo. In the right side, this is me. In my head, I have a corona or penacho, and this is very well. This may be I forgot that word. Well, it's a corona or penacho, and this have 3 or 5 kilos in your head. It depends on the size of the corona. And some items that we use, it's an arco in my left hand, in a sonaja in my right side, and we use two huaraches de 3 agujeros in my foot, and they are very I forgot the word. Well, they maybe are half kilo. Okay, and I'm going to finish with something that I wanna say you because it's important for me. If you have the opportunity to participate in a culture or traditional group, it's important that you make it because uh, you have the opportunity to share and conserve the culture or tradition of your city or your town. And finish, I would like to share a song with my violin for you in this moment. Like you listen how is a song or the music for my dance. Yes, here is my violin. This is my baby, and this is a song. This is a song or the music that we use to play the drum and dancer can dance. It's everything for today. Thanks so much.
Oh my God! Wow! 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 Very beautiful. Very beautiful. I think these kind of things are things that we have to consider. That those kind of things are the things that we have to transmit and learn, right? So these Mexican things that make us so special. Thank you so much, Paco, for telling us. I don't know if was my connection, but I couldn't hear the song. But maybe you can make a video and another one. Or you can share us a video you playing because we want to listen that song. Okay.
Yes, teacher, a pleasure for me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Now let's move on. Continuing. Well, when you I don't know you feel the same like me. Like we traveled there to Pacos City, like an adventure, and we learn a little bit more about his city. And well, continuing with adventures, there are some adventures that we have. And Josue Mora has a presentation about his adventure learning English. So let me start his presentation. And please, can you confirm the slides? It's charging. Um, okay. Okay, I think that is not presenting. Let me do it one more time. Oh my God, it was starting. Again.
Could I begin, teacher?
Yes, 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 you can.
Okay, thank you. Um, Well, I going to begin. Thank you so much, Al, for being here, and I want to share this topic that is really enjoyable for me, and is what is about my adventure learning English. Next, please, teacher. Okay, I would like to begin my presentation with this quote. This quote is from a polyglot. I get this quote from a book that they wrote in the book named La Linguist. And I like this idea from him. Steve Common is a polyglot who is 72 years old, and she speaks 20 language. And they learn about one new language uh, each 2 years. And it's a really great polyglot. I have learned a lot from him. And this quote I like when I watch this quote in his book, and says, "You have to believe you can learn in order to achieve success." Next, please. About me, my name is Josue Mora. I'm 30. I'm from Moroleón, Guanajuato, Mexico. And this is a city in which you can find a lot of clothes. People, this is the main activity of people to make clothes. And I studied my PhD in Langevios Investa Irapuato in plant biotechnology, and I am a member of Enjoy English clubs. I'm proud to say this. Next, please. I would like to begin with this. When I was studying my licenciature in the university, I was studying English and learning English in a traditional way, in which I went to a school and I was learning grammar rules, and this don't work for me. I need to be honest. Maybe for other people, this way or this methodology functions, but in my case, it didn't function. So one day I was talking with my brother. His name is Beto, and he told me about this man whose name is AJ Hawk. He's American guy who has a methodology named spatial repetition, and they told you how to learn English, mainly for adults who want to learn English like a native speaker. And he has a series of podcasts in which you can listen to his podcast every week, but you listen this podcast, the same podcast during a week, every morning, and you can learn from his techniques, and you can learn verbs in with mini stories using a subconscious way, and because they told you a mini story in present and in past time, and this is really enjoyable. I was motivated in listening to his podcast, and then I watched his book named Effortless English: Learn to Speak English Like a Native. I I was really motivated that I finished his book in 2 months, because I was really motivated reading this book. Next, please, teacher. So next, I was watching videos from polyglots, and there are a lot of videos in YouTube channels. I recommend you these YouTube videos. Uh, One is Steve Common, who speaks 20 language. He has a program named Linku, and his book is The Linguist. Other great polyglot is Lydia Mahova. Actually, she make a TED talk in YouTube. It's a famous TED talk. She has a lot of likes in her TED talks, and she is an interpreter and language mentor. Actually, she was working with Tony Robbins like a interpreter. And another is Luca Lampariello, who speaks 14 languages fluently, but all of them speak a new language each 3 years, more or less. And for me, it was really great because I say, for example, in the case of Steve Coleman, She she's a man who is 73 years old, but the age is not a limit for learning a new language. So I say I want to be like this person, and this is a I get a lot of tips from them learning. Actually, if you visit their internet page, you can subscribe and receive emails from them and receive each week or each month tips from them to about techniques, about books recommendation to learn English, just doing activities that you enjoy doing. For example, if you like read a lot, you can read books in English that you enjoy, beginning, for example, with books from child. Next, please, teacher. And I began watching YouTube videos from these channels like short stories. I Justine, Lindy Bottis, or Speak English with Vanessa, Enjoy English Clubs, Tech Talks. And I began making a plan for me, reading 20 minutes per day, read, listen to YouTube videos, 20 minutes, then reading 20 minutes, a book or something that is interesting for me, and listen, speaking with myself 5 minutes, and 5 minutes trying to write something in an easy way without thinking what I'm writing, just write something. And in this easy way for me, I have improved a lot in my confidence mainly. I know that I make mistakes and I need to improve my pronunciation, but I think the most worthy thing that I have got is self-confidence to speak in English or to speak with something, because 3 years or 5 years ago I was afraid when I need to speak with something with someone in English, but now at least I have confidence in myself. Next, please. And I would like just to share with you some books that I have read, and that this book has been really useful for me. One of these is Atomic Habits by James Clear. Another is the Goosebumps. This is a great series of books by R.L. Stein. Goosebumps. I recommend his books, and books from for a child like by Dr. Seuss, like for example Grinch. Grinch is Stole the Christmas. The book by Steve Coleman. Because I'm in this area of plant biotechnology, I'm reading in this moment The Code Breaker. It's a really good book. Next, please, teacher. And this is a meaningful principle that I have learned from in this adventure. Like you can set goals to, for example, set why you want to learn English is useful. If you're writing a book or in a notebook, what your reason why you are learning English is a good principle. So don't forget what is your main goal, and making atomic habits, make a plan, begin as easy as possible, and learn through activities that you enjoy. And in next, please. I would like to finish with this graphic that I get from the book Atomic Habits, that I like it a lot. This is a graphic in which they show you if you improve just 1% one day, at the end of the day, you can have a huge improvement over the time. And that's it. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Jose. Thank you so much. I think those are really great habits. Talking about atomic habits, and my favorite part was when we were there enjoying English clubs. I say yes. It's like Mike was asking, I appear on TV. Thank you so much, Jose. Thank you so much. And with this energy, we're going to let's receive our next speaker. This is Jorge Olmos, who is going to have he has an invitation for us, and now I'm going to start your presentation. It's here. Okay. So it's starting in one moment. All right. I think, can you confirm you see the screen? You see the presentation?
Yes.
Yes,
All
teacher.
right. Jorge, thank you so much. You can start. The time is for you.
Okay, thank you so much, Gabriel. Thank you to everybody. My name is Jorge Olmos Arrayales. I do represent these two companies. InnoValues is my business. I have been the last 20 plus years working on 4 topics: empowerment, creativity, entrepreneurship, and innovation. And InnoValues is more for that. And the spin-off is Life Plan Center, in which we are, since the last 2 years, have been empowering youth in order to give them more tools and more vocational orientation. So that next one, so that's what I represent in this case that I have been working with. And my passion is about entrepreneurship and to guide people on how they can come up with ideas and, of course, start their own businesses. And the idea, of course, is that they should increase growth in time. Okay, so I started a long time ago with research initially, and this research took me to travel abroad, delivering lectures, especially in the US, but also in the Caribbean and Central America, showing my results based on research. And then I wrote a book. This is the first one, okay? Tu Potencial Emprendedor, okay? And then I had the chance to coordinate and work with people from Oxford University Press. This is another one, Business and Management. And next one. So I have been more involved in training in these topics, also consulting and mentoring. So it's something that I really love to do, to guide, to support. And I can say that the last 10 years, I have been more involved with innovation, and the last 6 years more involved with social entrepreneurship. So my invitation for you guys is that the next week, we are going to have a lecture. I'm really would like to, I'm going to be very happy to be with you guys and more people in order to give you a lecture related to entrepreneurship and business model. It's 2 topics that I love and that I like to share with you guys, and it's something for me important to do it. So you're young, a lot of energy. I like the topics that you were saying. I'm learning a lot and enjoying a lot. This case, next one. So this is what I want to be talking about next. You, Gabriel, will tell them exactly when, right? Later. And business model. So it's important because sometimes you consider that you have to make a whole business plan and after that start working. But we will be talking about this, that what you should do is to have a business model and then start working with that. Okay, so the last one. And here you have the both companies. Okay, InnoValues, more consulting, this case, and micarreramiplan.com related to vocational orientation and empowerment for youth. So thank you for your attention, guys. I'm really enjoying this, and thank you so much, Gabriel. I wait for you guys next week, okay?
Sorry, my mic was up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Actually, Jorge is my mentor, you know. He's my mentor. I am in a program here in the city of Merida. And I had the pleasure, actually I remember, there was like a presentation, the first presentation, and I remember when Jorge he spoke. I think that you gave a presentation about the business model actually, and you show us your book, and in that moment they told us that they are going to give us the mentors and that, and I say I want this guy to be my mentor. And I did it, and I have it, and that's why he's here supporting. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jorge. and he's going to he has a lot of, like you see, he has a lot of experience in about this topic, and he's going to give us a lecture, a session where he's going to teach us about that, about business model. I think this is really useful information for everybody, right? And we can have, I think, Frida, you have a question for Jorge.
Yes, teacher. Do you have any social media, for example, in order to research your business or maybe to know more about the things that you do?
Well, basically, yeah, I shared to you the websites. Okay, that's the one that you can check. In this moment, we are working with the social media. I hire someone who's going to be working on that. It's something about generation, man. You know, it's different. Okay, and so you can check. I can also, of course, send you my bio in this case, so you can see something more about what I have been doing. Okay, but you can check our websites, and that's it. Okay, sorry about the social media. We're working with that. But you can see, but it's not too much.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is micarreramiplan.com and innovalius.com. Those are his websites. Actually, if you can write, I write it here.
Mi Carrera, Mi Plan is brand new. It's only 2 years. We started in order to support youth, and because we consider it's very important, that part. And New Values have been like almost more than 10 years already.
So follow us in the social media, in the Facebook and Instagram, because we're gonna share when we're going to listen to Jorge. I think we're planning that this is gonna be a Friday, but we will let you know what day exactly, what time exactly, so you can join us in the next special session. Okay. All right, and last but not least, the cherry of the top, we're gonna listen our dear Frida Friday. She has a topic that is, yes, she has her cheerleaders here. So we're gonna listen Frida, who's going to tell us about a very important, I think all this event, all these enjoy talks, we're about habits. Do you notice that? We're about habits, we're about how to take care of yourself, about how to improve yourself, and different techniques. And we're gonna finish with this topic about time management. So Frida, the time is for you. And just please confirm you see my screen. When it's open,
Not yet.
you can start.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Frida Sofia Rodriguez Ojeda. I'm 20 years old and I'm from San Luis Potosí, Today, I wanted to share with you some of the topics that for me nowadays is the most important. Why? Because I start with a different lifestyle life. So I wanted to start with a question for you. What happened when something changed? You change with them, only you accept the change. Okay. When I start to the adult life with responsibilities, with a work, everyone in my surrounding have a big expectations about me. Teacher, the next. Okay. And I start to have a lot of things to do. And sometimes I feel so tired. And also, I didn't achieve my goals. And I was asking myself if I am the problem, if something was wrong with me. But I realized something that no matter what you do in your life, we still gonna die in the end. And there's nothing that I can do about that. So I was starting to ask me a lot of questions like how to use my time in a way that makes my life meaningful. And I realized that if we want to make a meaningful, what I have to do, why I need to manage my time. Honestly, I'm so desperate person. So I find ways, tips, talks about how to control this. And I started doing 5 little things that help me. But after that, I say you these 5 things, I wanted to say you something. Whatever you do with your time is only in you. And it and I think that this is the part when we get scared because we feel worried about if we dedicate enough time for every single thing. So we start with the 5 tips. Okay, the tip number 1 is okay, teacher, the next one. Okay. Schedule your times. I know that sometimes or maybe other person tell you that thing, but how can I schedule my times? Okay, for example, for me it's more functional if I do a list about the things that I have to do per day. Okay, now I know that I have to do these things, and then I order in the most important thing and the less important. So I put the main points that I have to do during the day, and I consider other facts because you have to schedule your time and put the different things that you have to do during the day, but you don't know what happened during the day. Because for example, you can be working in an office and someone can go with you and tell you, "Hi, can I help you?" Okay, if you have a conversation about 5 minutes, they are a 5 minutes that you have less of work. So you have to consider all of these actions in order to schedule your time. Okay, the second one is every morning told you an affirmation phrase. Okay, this part is my favorite part, and also I think that teachers Gabriel give us these phrases in the start when we used to start a class. For example, every morning told you, "Today I'm going to be successful. Today I'm the best in the things that I do." And these are going to configure your brain in order to do the things that you are told because you are believed that you are the best. I think that if you believe it, you can do it. Okay, the third one, let's go with the other dualist with objectives. Okay, what are your objectives? I think that this the most important things. For example, I do my objectives per week. These objectives can be in a work, in a personal life, in everything that you work. But also you have to be conscious about the objectives that these objectives should be um, achievement, Okay, let's go with the other one. Okay, know your limits. I think that know your limits is one of the most important things because sometimes give more than we have to do. But sometimes, for example, you left to do things that you like. Also, with this point, I have to that you put yourself in a first place. Because sometimes we give a lot of, but it's not enough. So maybe do the things that you feel well within, and and I think that everyone have a meaning about successful. The following, okay, and the last one is uh, don't be afraid to the change. I think that you have to be prepared. Okay, yes. Don't be afraid to the change. You have to be prepared for all because the world is changing constantly and you have to change with the work. And that is for myself. Thank you.
¡Bravo! ¡Uh! ¡Bravo!
Uh,
Todos.
Fireworks. No, fireworks for everybody. I think you did a great job. These tips about time management, all the tips about learning, about following and conserving and improving our traditions, about business. So all this event, I think it was really uh, worthy for us. So everything that we have learned today, and well, that's the purpose. Remember, this what you're doing in this moment, like not thinking about grammar, not thinking, of course, yes, I'm not saying that grammar is not important or pronunciation is not important. I'm not saying that. What I mean is that sometimes I made a video the other day at TikTok where I have the question of what is the most stressing part for you about English. And the most stressing part for me about English is when people forget that this what you have done today is the most important part about learning a language. And this is about connection, not perfection, right? Like we want to share our passion, share our ideas. So don't be afraid about what you're saying. We have to improve. We are ready to improve, like Jose was telling us a moment ago. We can have these atomic habits, but little by little continue getting better and better. And my invitation is to continue like that. Continue with this energy. Remember that you're ready to continue improving. And well, you are limitless, guys. You are limitless. You don't have any limit. You don't have any limit. You can do it, and you are ready to learn every day. So thank you so much, everybody, for your participation. I really, really enjoyed this time. Thank you so much for your presentations, and I hope to see you soon. To see you very, very soon. And don't forget that with Jorge next week we're going to have this lecture about business model. Have a great day and continue enjoying your life. See you in the next one.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
You too.
Good night.
Thanks to
See
everyone.
you.
Bye-bye.